Bringing new people on board or saying goodbye to them is already a lot, but throwing tracking laptops, phones, and software licenses, that's where it really gets messy. Half the time, devices go missing and licenses slip through the cracks. And when someone leaves, you're sitting there as the IT manager thinking, wait, did I get everything back? Welcome back to AssetLoom Academy. I'm Jennifer, and today I'll show you how IT Asset Management, or ITAM, can make asset onboarding and offboarding faster, easier, and more secure. From the first day an employee walks through the door to the day they leave, their assets go with them. Onboarding, daily use, and offboarding. The business needs to handle all IT assets efficiently. Fortunately, many companies now use ITAM to keep everything organized. Employee onboarding. Meet Mark, a newcomer. He passed the interview, got a job, and is ready to join the company. The first thing his manager needs to do is ensure Mark has everything he needs to get started. There's a quick, simple workflow to get everything in place. First, the HR team sends an IT request ticket to the IT team, outlining the new hire's asset needs. Once the IT team receives the ticket, they allocate the necessary assets and update the request. Then, HR checks the assets, confirming that everything is set before passing it over to the newcomer. With everything tracked and confirmed, HR passes the assets to Mark, ready for his first day. Now, let's take a closer look at how ITAM helps the IT team at each stage of asset onboarding. Preparing assets before day one. Before Mark even arrives, HR prepares all the assets Mark will need. This includes assigning a laptop, phone, headphones, mouse, keyboard, and, of course, the required software. Then, HR sends a request to the IT team. With the ITAM tool, the IT team can track the status of every asset, from available to under maintenance, and even assigned. So, if Mark needs a laptop, the IT team doesn't have to start a treasure hunt. Everything's ready before Mark even sets foot in the office. If the company uses AssetLoom, the IT team can simply check out the predefined kit feature, a collection of items that are packaged together as a single unit for the newcomer. And the app automatically checks out all available assets in the kit. HR and IT don't need to manually check each asset. ITAM automatically tracks and allocates available assets for Mark. Assigning devices to Mark. Once Mark arrives, the manager's job is easy. They just bring the predefined kit to Mark. The manager can reserve or assign more assets. The ITAM system shows which assets are assigned and who they are assigned to. It also sends a notification when licenses are about to expire, ensuring they are renewed on time. Everything is ready for him. His laptop? Check. His phone? Check. All assets are already assigned and waiting on his desk. Installing software. Next, the IT team will send back the information, and Mark knows exactly which software and licenses should be installed and are available. Thanks to ITAM, Mark can install all the necessary software, from company tools to security programs, ensuring everything is set up and ready to go. Providing training materials. Finally, the HR or the manager sends Mark the necessary training materials, ensuring he gets up to speed quickly. With everything set up and Mark's assets ready to go, the manager or IT team can easily monitor and manage his assets throughout his time at a company. Even after onboarding, the HR or IT team can track Mark's device and software usage. If Mark switches devices or requests additional assets, he can raise a request, and the IT team can easily update the system and reassign resources as needed. If the company uses AssetLoom, Mark can go to the app, book a new asset, request a check-in, or change assets. The IT team only needs to approve or reject the request. And if Mark ever decides to leave the company, the IT team can easily initiate offboarding process. So, how does the IT team manage the situation when an employee suddenly decides to leave? Employee offboarding, reclaiming devices quickly. If the team uses AssetLoom, they can simply inactivate Mark's user profile in the system, and all assets are automatically checked in. AssetLoom does the heavy lifting, showing the IT team everything Mark's checked out and ensuring it's all returned. The HR can now easily prepare to reclaim the assets during the checkout process. No more frantic searches under desk or asking, did Mark take his laptop home yesterday? Uninstalling software and revoking licenses. Next, the IT team uses ITAM to check which company software needs to be uninstalled from Mark's devices. ITAM tool makes it easy for the IT team to see exactly which software is installed and ensure it's properly removed from the system when needed. ITAM also ensures the licenses are unassigned, so no sensitive data or software remains on the devices, making them available for check-in and ready to be reassigned to the next lucky employee. Reassigning or retiring devices. Once the devices are claimed, the IT team uses ITAM to decide whether to reassign the devices to another employee or retire them. If they're still in a good shape, the IT team can quickly pass them on. But if they're looking a little too, vintage, it might be time for them to enjoy the retirement. Generating an offboarding report. To complete the process, the IT team can use the ITAM tool to generate a detailed offboarding report that includes all returned assets, software uninstalled, and assets revoked. This report is key for auditing and compliance purposes. By using ITAM, the IT team, HR, and manager can handle member sudden departure securely and efficiently, reclaiming devices, securing data, and ensuring company assets are properly managed and accounted for. That's a wrap on how IT asset management can streamline both onboarding and offboarding. With the right tool, managing assets has never been easier and more secure. Thanks for watching and see you next time.